They want you to think it's business as usual. They want you to believe that an 84-year-old grandmother vanishing from her home in Arizona is just a local tragedy. They want you to believe that sending another carrier group to the Persian Gulf is just routine diplomacy. And they certainly want you to believe that our neighbors in the north can sell their souls to the Chinese Communist Party without us closing the front door. Well, guess what? They were wrong. It's Thursday, February 12th, 2026. This isn't just another night on the airwaves. This is a throwback Thursday edition of the Conservative Viewpoint. We don't do boring here because the truth isn't boring. It's a wake-up call. So pull up a chair, turn up the volume, and let's get into the stories the mainstream's trying to bury. This is the Conservative Viewpoint, and I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative. We start tonight with a story that should show every American that this Nancy, this 84-year-old grandmother of Savannah, or old mother of Savannah Guthrie, has been missing for 2 weeks. The FBI just released those haunting images from her doorbell camera. A masked, armed intruder carrying a backpack, tampering with security system at 2 a.m., and they still haven't got a clue. There's blood on the front porch. Folks, DNA confirmed. This wasn't a disappearance. It was a snatch and grab, a vulnerable senior in the middle of the night. The ransom notes, $6 million in bitcoins. The deadlines have all passed. While the elite in D.C. talk about national security, the basic security of an American grandmother and in her own home has been shattered. If it could happen in Catalina foothills, it could happen anywhere. We're going to look at the person of interest detained, Rio Rico, while this case is flashing a red light for the state of law and order in this country. The Democrats keep trying to prevent the Trump administration from upholding all the law. So now we turn our eyes to the Middle East. The USS George H.W. Bush is spinning up. It's heading out to join the USS Abraham Lincoln. Why? Because the Muellers and the Iranians think they can dictate terms while they're building their nuclear arsenal. President Trump just met with Netanyahu, and the message was clear. That Midnight Hammer wasn't a one-time event. Iran said that their missiles are non-negotiable. Well, the safety of our civilized world is non-negotiable for us. We're looking into 2 carrier group strikes in the region. This isn't a deterrent. That's a pre-staged knockout blow. We'll talk about what's happening in the nuclear talks. Hit the wall tonight, I'm telling you. And finally, let's look at our friends in the north. The Gordie Howe International Bridge, a multi-billion-dollar project, is sitting there nearly ready to open, but President Trump just put a padlock on the gate. He also made him to Prime Minister Mark Carney. Is simple. You don't get a bridge to our markets while you are building a highway for China. Trump is demanding 50% ownership and a total decoupling of Beijing's influence before a single truck crosses this river. Is this an economic sabotage of the left's claim? Or is it finally holding Canada accountable for trying to play both sides of the fence? I think you know where I stand on this one. We've got a lot of ground to cover tonight. History is repeating itself, but this time we're watching it in real time. I'm glad you're here with us tonight. Let's get to work. This is the Conservative Viewpoint, and the show begins now. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Throwback Thursday. Yes, it is time to go back in time and have a little fun tonight. So we're going to get through all these articles that I got for you guys tonight pretty quick so we can have some blast. It's time to chill out, relax, get a good laugh in because we needed it out of a hell of a week that we've been having. It's time for us to have some fun. All righty, let's get in here. And let's see what we got going on in here. I do not know why I cannot find that in here. My live feed in Wimpkin just does not want to show up. It tells I'm live. It doesn't publish it where it used to. So it's crazy, right? But I can put it up right there. But it just just does not show it up in the stream like it's supposed to. We're done. Where the hell's the volume out? There we go. Okay, shut that volume off. We're going to see what happens right there. I cannot see the comments or anything. I don't know why. But we'll see what's going on. Hey, let's give a shout out over here. Let me get rid of this over here. And we've got Facebook over here. We got anybody in Facebook yet that I can see? We got Lee. What up, Lee? Lee's over there in Facebook right now. And what's going on, Lee? All right, we got Facebook, we got YouTube, we got Twitch, we got X, and we got some people coming up in X. We got Kick, we got Rumble, we got the Getter Gang over here. Let's go check them out and see who we got here. I did not look earlier, but we got Radical Right Sean Justice. What's going on, man? And Shell, hi Shell. Let's keep going down. We got Conrad. What up, man? Mr. Joe Public. What happening, bud? Cecil 7076 in there. What up happening, everyone? I'm glad to see you. Texas John. What is going on, everyone? Nice to see everyone in here tonight. I'm glad you're here. My numbers have been down on Getter for some reason. I do not know why. I'm losing almost 1,000. I don't know what the hell happened. Since I went on vacation, everybody got pissed. They didn't come in to see me. Well, we got to get those numbers picked back up in Getter there, guys. So help me out over there in Getterland. All right, let's go over here to Rumble and check out some people in here. We got Fixer starting off. We also got Texas Tammy in here. Yes, they do. The two are in there right before. Don't forget, my chat is open live at 8 o'clock when I come in. It's actually open before that, but I'm here around 8 o'clock. I tried to get down here earlier, but things just haven't been working out, guys. So, hey, chat's open. You guys can come in. Let's bullshit before the show and have some fun before the show starts, too. So, let's keep going down here. We got our resident truck driver extraordinaire, Gregory Allen Carnes Jr. I hope you're feeling okay today, Gregory. You had a little mishap yesterday. Rock. What happened, Rock Justice? What's happening, man? Let's keep going down. Colin from Scotland. There he is. There's the man right there. Man, we got to miss Mark, too. We got Mark. Mark didn't come over to Rumble. We got to get Marky Mark to come over. And there's the lovely Marianne. There she is. She got the good cheese where she lives. That good cheese up in that area. That's right. They got some awesome cheese up there. Welcome, everyone. Texas John. Over here, too. Guys, we got a lot to go over. We're going to get them done. Not a lot, but we got a lot. So, you know what I'm getting at. So, we're going to get through this. We're going to get going, and we're going to get busy. So, hey, let's start off again with Nancy Guthrie, and we're into 2 weeks into this poor old lady, and they cannot find her anywhere. They're still searching the properties. They're doing everything. But, hey, they're giving a description of the suspect and the backpack that he was wearing. Listen to this. Tell me who this sounds like. Let me find it here real quick. Here we go. This is the statement that they made today. Officials described the suspect as a male, approximately 5'9", or wait, maybe 5'10", tall with an average build. I'm a little taller than that, but that's kind of me, right? That's everyday man that you ever see. A real man it's bigger than 5'10". I'm 6 foot. And that's crazy. What kind of description is that? It's a male. We don't know if it's white, black, Hispanic, China. No, there ain't no Chinaman that damn tall. So, yeah, that's what they gave. And guess what? The backpack was black. It's a 25-liter Ozark Trail hiker backpack. That was according to the statement. They upped it to $100,000 for information leading to this. And they've only had 13,000 tips from the public. Oh yeah. So if you get a tip over there in Arizona, 1-800-CALL FBI. Give another tip. You don't get no money, but look for that guy that's 5'9" or 5'10". Don't worry, it's only that much because you'll know by looking far away. Go call him in. There he is right there. Call me. You can call me in and say, hey, look, He's on the conservative viewpoint. Look, that's him. He's 5'9", 5'10". I'm 6 foot. But hey, medium build. You never know. If they give us the money, we'll split it. Okay? Okay, that's so stupid. Oh, shit. But they also are not playing nice with the cops and the sheriff down there. They're not playing nice with the FBI. He's withholding evidence from the FBI. Oh, yeah. So they're not being very friendly down there, guys. So how the FBI actually got the Google Nest footage from Guthrie's alleged kidnappers? By luck. A loophole in the terms of service revealed his face to the world. When the footage with Nancy Guthrie's alleged emerged online, it was met with optimism and confusion. On one hand, it was much needed lead in the case. You didn't get no face. You got eyeballs. On the other hand, the video wasn't supposed to exist due to a number of circumstances. The fact is, the FBI obtained and revealed images immediately raised privacy concern over Google's recording stories practice, and some that which are valid through the truth is more complex than you can realize. Well, sorry, guys, to tell you this, like you guys didn't know this, but you're being watched. Have we not said this almost every show, right, guys? We've talked about this in chat. We're being watched no matter what. You got us, right? That's my cell phone. If you got one of these, you're being watched. If you've got an Echo from Amazon or a Google Nest, or what does Google, is those Nest too, like the Echoes for Google? If you got those, if you got a computer with a camera on it, like I have here, if you got a laptop, a tablet, you got anything with a camera, you're being watched. It doesn't matter what it is. If it has a camera, you're being watched. You got the Fitbits. I'm not wearing mine, but you're being monitored. Everything that we have, you are being watched. So they are telling you shit that we already know. Don't take your phone in the bathroom. Exactly, Fix. You never know what I'm going to do in there. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Well, but you know what? If some people do, too. You take it in the bathroom. If you listen to music while my son does it, he takes it in the bathroom. He listens to music while he's in the shower or in the bathtub, whatever he does. So, oh, God. Texas joy. Too much information, man. TMI. No, that's not even great. But, yeah. They're right, though. If you take it in a shower, you take it anywhere, you take it with you on your person, they know where you're at 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So, guys, if you've got a camera on your computer or on a tablet or a laptop and you can shut it off, some of them have those things you could put it across. If not, get some black tape, put it across your camera. Your phone is the same way. Cover your cameras up so you can't be watched. They'll still hear you. So be quiet if you're naked and doing something. Just keep it loud, keep it quiet. But your guys are being watched 24/7. We've said this before. We've talked about this before in chat. I remember. So guys, make sure you're doing what you're doing and make sure you do not take your phone anywhere that you don't want to be seen, because this proves everything that they can get you no matter what. If you think you're not taping, you are. All right, here we go next. We're going to get a little bit of the Super Bowl, guys. You know, guys, the Super Bowl was played in California, right? And you know that all the players up there, if you get into the Super Bowl, you get an extra $175,000 a piece. Well, the problem with this being in California is that California has a tax. And I believe it's called a pro tax. Oh, they get $178,000. I'm sorry. But California has a thing, well, they call it a jock tax. These guys have to pay to stay in California for the week of the Super Bowl. And with all the fees and the stuff that they charge, and the 13%, I think it is, a marginal rate of 13%, they charge each player, not for a team, each player gets charged this and to stay there. Guess how much they pay to stay in California for the week? They pay $249,000 a piece to stay and play football in California. So they get their bonus of $178,000, plus they have to go out of their pocket. And I'm not crying for them because they're rich. They get millions of dollars. But the point is, this is what California is doing. You want to talk about socialist, and holy shit, these guys don't even get a bonus anymore. They got to write that check, send it right to California, plus give them some extra. Who the hell was stupid enough to let them play the Super Bowl in California with this kind of bullshit? That is the most stupid thing I ever heard. I heard that earlier today, and I had to get this out. And this come from Glenn Beck and Blaze Media. This is so stupid. It's unbelievable. So I thought I had to share that with you guys today. Wasn't that stupid? $250? Okay, Rock. It's 3% a day, he believes, and it compounds. So look what they paid. He said $250. I said $249. Okay, whatever. It's even worse when he said it. So this is the most stupid thing in the world. And if I would, the players, I would refuse on both teams to go to California ever again. This is how worthless these Democrats are. Of course, a Democrat-run city. All right, let's get into something a little more disturbing, shall we? And before we get fun with this, we got to get through these quick because we're going to have some fun tonight. There was a slashing, we'll call it, in Kingsbury High School in Brent, Northwest London in the UK by a 13-year-old boy / two of his classmates. Not before, but what did I tell you? Not before he screamed out, Allah Akbar. I am not kidding you guys. What did I tell you? These people are born and raised to hate anyone that's not a Muslim. Now, we've got it in our government. We've got them in New York, the socialist pig in over there. They're liars. What did I tell you? Muslims do nothing but lie. It's as simple as that. They are liars. They are born and bred jihadists. That's how they're done. That's how it's been. Now we got proof here. A 13-year-old Muslim boy yells Allah Akbar before he slices two people up. So two of these kids. It's happening in the UK. It's happening in a state near you. Keep your eyes open, guys. Hey, another issue that I've got problems with tonight is they're winding down the enforcement in Minnesota. Isn't this a kind of strange, guys, since the little bitch Tampon Tim and that faggy boy dude, mayor, whatever his name is, started whining and complaining and they're what bitch. Now they said, well, we got Homan come on TV and said we are staying until this thing is done. But as soon as he goes over there and they start talking and stuff, all of a sudden we pull 700 people out, 700 agents out. God, no, we're staying until it's done. Now, by the end of the week, by the week's end, or they said within a week, that they are going to stop all their surge efforts and enforcement in Minnesota. Something wrong with this picture here, guys. I'm not liking what they're doing here. It just sounds like they're giving in to these Democrat-run paid protesters and getting the hell out of Dodge. What do you guys think about all that? Let me know what you think. Another English kid was stabbed yesterday. He was only 12 years old. Isn't that shame, Colin? This is the stuff that's going on, guys, and we're not doing anything about any of this stuff that's going on. The Muslims are all liars. All sports is rigged. You got that right, Texas John. But this is the stuff that we're seeing happening right in front of our face. We're being lied to. Now we're winding down in Minnesota, and we're not even close to being done. How many more illegal criminals are still there that's not getting done? Because why? We don't know. There's something not right with all this stuff going on. But hey, don't worry. We got Kamala Harris is praising Minneapolis for resistance to immigration enforcement as a beautiful example for our country. That's right. Let's impede the Justice Department. Let's impede law enforcement. Let's attack law enforcement. That's great. Let's celebrate that bullshit. Yeah, this is what the dumbass bitch that doesn't have an ounce of brain in her is saying right now. She is applauding these people for committing violence against law enforcement. This is what's problem with these Democrat Party. Epstein files had the Super Bowl winners documented years ago that accurately predicted the Super Bowl results for 6 to 7 years, even in 2026. The only one that got wrong was 2020, obviously due to COVID. No kidding. I did not know that, Rock Justice. But we are going to have tomorrow, guys, we are going to have stuff on the Friday Night Reset about Epstein. I saved them in my inbox for tomorrow night, guys. We're definitely going to have that, so you guys aren't going to want to miss it. Some interesting stuff. What else we got here? What else? Well, the Senate departs Washington this week without a DHS funding. Yes, sure, Bob, you heard me right. The measure went down, and Republicans helped them go down with them. I think there were 6 Republicans that helped kill the DHS bill. The Department of Homeland Security that protects our country, the Democrats are going to shut down because they're not getting their way to protect their little fucking idiot immigrant criminals. And this is what's going on, guys. We got a big-ass problem in this country. And it's not being solved by these soft-ass, no-ball Republicans in here. We're going to lose, guys. Mark my words. If we lose in November, Trump will be impeached the first thing when they take over. Oh, it's a fact, guys. I'm not lying to you. It's definitely not a conspiracy theory. It's exactly what's going to happen. If we cannot get people out, we're going to start the 10-10-10 rule again. Call 10 people, email 10 people, text 10 people, get them out to vote. Guys, this is so important. If these Democrats take over the Senate and the House, and it's exactly what's going to happen, Trump is gone. And we got 2 years of nothing but corruption from the Democrats. It's not a lie. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's a fact. You saw what they did under the Biden prop up, right? It's going to be doubly worse if they take over in November. Second carrier group readies as Trump warns Iran talks must succeed. But Iran, of course, thinks we got Joe Biden in the White House or something because they're walking all over and saying, we're going to do what we want. I don't give a shit what you say. Well, we're going to see what happens. But here it is. We got 6 Republicans join Democrats to take away the tariffs that Trump wanted to put against Canada. Oh, yeah, we got the lousy-ass Republicans in there. Who we got? We got Don Beacon of Nebraska, Kevin Kiley of California, Thomas Massey, piece of shit he is, Jeff Hurd, Brian Fitzpatrick of Pennsylvania, of course, another rhino piece of shit, Dan Newhouse. They joined almost all Democrats in supporting the resolution sponsored by Gregory Meeks of New York, the ranking member of House Foreign Aid Committee, to stop the tariffs that Trump wanted to do. Here we go again, guys. And they don't even have the power right now. But guess what? We got these rhino-ass pieces of shit in there that are helping them. So what am I saying? Is anything that I'm saying wrong? Or does it look like it's going to be wrong? I don't think so. Guys, we got to wake up and see what's going on here. It's not pretty. All right. The NFL entertainment, just like wrestling, they rigged the games. Oh, you know that, Rock Justice. That's a fact right there. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody over in Facebook. We can't miss our Lee over there. All right, let's keep going. I've only got... Where the hell did it go? Oh, it's down here. I do have one video we're going to show on one of these, and that's coming up here shortly, I believe. But Trump vows to block U.S.-Canada bridge until Canada treats the U.S. with fairness and respect and get the hell away from China. They're trying to play both sides, and it's not going to work. Pam should be taking them down, but she won't do it. You're right, Mr. Joe Public. She doesn't do shit. she doesn't take nobody down. And that's the problem. And people keep saying, oh, things are getting done. Well, we're not seeing it. We're not seeing anybody prosecuted, nothing. The cluster won't start fucking until it gets sworn in. Hey, that's for sure. All right, what else we got? FTC chair warns Apple News it could violate consumer protection laws with alleged left-wing bias. But you know what? Nothing's going to happen. They did that Pam Bondi hearing. They did all these other hearings with Apple and all that bullshit. What does it get us? How many hearings have we put up with for the past 5 years now? With no results at all. No final out. Nobody held accountable. They hold hearings. They put all this money on. They make this circus of a show like they're doing something, but nothing happens. No outcomes ever happens. I'm so sick of these hearings. Why hold a hearing when nothing ever gets accomplished with these hearings? You see what I'm getting at? It is bad. I'm telling you what. All right, where are we at here? But that's the problem I have. They're holding hearings. They're sending out letters. Nobody gets in there. Nobody gets held accountable for defying subpoenas. Nobody gets held accountable for anything. And what do? Don't worry, we'll have a hearing again next week on something totally different and totally irrelevant that won't make a difference no matter what. They feed us enough bone to shut us up and make it look like they're actually doing something. It's just a fact, guys. It's not something I'm making up. Right, Rock? No perp walks. Zero. No perp walks. We don't see anything from these damn ass, stupid ass, lazy, no balls Republicans. They need to get them out of their purse and put them back in their sack because this ain't working for us. What do we got here? Oh, yeah. On EV side. We never do EV side, right? But who would have guessed? Transit agency in cold weather state buys EV buses. But guess what? They can't use them in the cold. They don't run. Wow. Who would have guessed that? Where did this come from? Let me see. Where did this come from, dog? Vermont. The dumbasses in Vermont. Isn't that a Democrat-run state? What is it here? Burlington Green Mountain Transit can't charge below 41 degrees. So at least 5 of the vehicles in their fleet are out of service in the state's largest public transportation agency. Where did we become the most stupid party in the world and hire the most dumb people in our governments, it being state or federal? We've got the most stupid people running this country in our states. Look at Shapiro in Pennsylvania. He proposed a budget that is in a deficit of $6 billion. And how does he make up for the difference? He says, well, we're going to make up the difference when with the tax revenue from medical marijuana. It's not legal in Pennsylvania, you dumbass. How do you count on a budget when you can't pass legalized marijuana for recreational purposes in Pennsylvania? So you're going to put that in there. It's a $6 billion deficit, it's in a hole, but we're going to count on the marijuana that's not even legal in Pennsylvania. This is the stupid people that we have here. And my bad, but we got stupid people that are backing Cameron bought a lot of DeWeese, thinking that she's a Republican, and she's not. She plays out the Democrats' playbook. She backs Democrats. Democrats back her. How do you do this and still think that she doesn't do a damn thing for people until it's election time? Then she comes around and smoosh people's in the ass, making it sound like she does something when her con husband was with the corruption, with the prison for it, and he's telling her what to do. You need any more than that? I doubt it. All right, federal judge blocks California law requiring ICE agents to remove masks during arrest. Poor ass baby, cry baby, little wimp. What's his face? He crying like a little bitch that he is. Newscomb, yeah, that son of a bitch is crying because he lost a big lawsuit with that. That's funny as hell. Hey, get this one, Texas. Democratic leader Jen Wu calls minorities to take over the country against whites. Listen.
I always tell people the day the Latino, African American, Asian, and other communities realize that they share the same oppressor is the day we start winning. Because we are the majority in this country now. We have the ability to take over this country and to do what is needed for everyone and to make things fair. But the problem is our communities are divided. They're completely divided. And I talk about.
Yep, that bitch Chink wants to take over. They want us to go up. Another one called for civil war. They think they're going to take over all of us. They think they're the majority now. And this is what you get from the Democrat Party. Party of violence, party of corruption, party of pedophilia, the party of everything wrong with this country. This is what we get from Democrats all the time, and people still continue to vote for them. I just think it's going to take more than an election to stop this shit. I'm sorry to say it's going to. All right, 2 more and we're going to get busy. Well, 3 more, actually. I got this. I forgot yesterday. But here, what do we got now? Oh, yeah. We're going to go take a ride to Chicago, shall we? Listen to this. City sued after it rolls out reparations. There's a right way and a wrong way. Guess what? There is no way. We don't owe anybody shit. We don't need to pay them for shit. But guess what? These dumbasses, the Reparation Committee in Evanston, Illinois, announced last week it was moving forward with a plan to pay out a sizable reparations to black residents. And a total of $1.1 million would be doled out, amounting to $25,000 payments to 44 individuals. This is so unfreaking believable. It just blows my mind how stupid these people are. Well, we know stupid people. You got fat ass running Chicago. Now you got these dumbasses thinking we owe them money because somebody 200 years ago might have been a relative of somebody. Well, what about my relatives that were slaves back in those days? Can I get some of that shit? Hi, Vic. Violent Vixen 29 popped up tonight over there and get her. You guys didn't check her out tonight. She had a great show. I was on. I wasn't talking because I was too busy because I didn't get anything done today. So, but yes, I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow I got to go to. Hey, all my numbers are great. My blood work came back awesome. I'm telling you what, only one problem, and that was my creatine. It was high, but I take creatine supplements for my workout, for my muscles and stuff to recuperate. So I got to explain that one to the doctor tomorrow. But yes, Violent Vixen 29, guys, Rebel Chick with a Cause. Check it out. You guys will love it. All right, yeah, so how many of you guys think, do we owe anybody anything for stuff that happened over 200 years ago that could have been a relative? Well, my relatives are there. China people had relatives that were slaves. Everyone was slaves over those days. It don't matter what color you are. I don't give 2 shits. We don't owe you shit. We're not going to pay you shit. And it's done with this shit. How about that shit? All right, here we go. Sorry. Talking to my son about his old job, claiming they paid him when they didn't. Well, now that sucks. Tell him to prove it. Tell him to prove it, Vic. Tell him that stuff. I wish my son would get a job so he could get paid and get the hell out. All right, last thing we got here. This made me... No, I got one more. Sorry. But this made me laugh right here. CNN. Yeah, the Clinton News Network right there. Has lost almost 2/3 of its viewership since 2016. Yes, it has. I don't even understand how they keep going here. The decrease from roughly 1.3 million in 2016 to guess how much now? 553,000 people watch that piece of shit fake news media. Oh, what do they got? Jake Tapper, Anderson Cooper, Queerbait, Eric Burnett, and Caitlin Collins only secured 488,000 set of eyes. Oh, yes, God, that's so funny. It's just so pathetic. I want that for conservative news network. That's what I want. All right, guys, last thing I was going to tell you about. I told you about the smoking gun. This was happened back in when they were in Davos, Switzerland. And it's called the Programmable Dollar Summit that they went to. Well, what we didn't find out was that they had a secret meeting, not too secret because they didn't tell us about it, but it is called the financial kill switch, guys, mechanism. It's unlike a bank freeze that takes a court order. This is algorithmic. If your digital ID, which they are trying to they're going to digitize all of our money. Get this, guys, which is being linked to these new payment rails, shows a high-risk score social cohesion. The smart contract, though the dollar itself, can prevent it from transaction from even being initiated. The use of the Treasury Clarity Act in 2026. This hidden trap, while it's marketed as regulating crypto to protect you, the fine print gives the CFTC and the Treasury unprecedented power to define legal versus illicit digital assets. And the results in this, it creates a two-tiered system. Approved digital dollars, tracked and programmable, will be the only ones allowed to legal tender, while private and anonymous cash-like digital options will be classified under anti-money laundering laws in criminal activity. Now, what this all breaks down to, guys, is they are trying, and you see it, guys, with the cryptocurrency and all that, they are going to digitize it, but they've already started with the pennies. You're not going to get no pennies now. You go to Walmart and you get change for $5, or let's say, what was it? It was, my bill was like, I don't know, $55.03. They don't give you the 3 cents back or anything, no pennies no more. So it starts there. They're going to continue going. But the problem with this is we're all going to have almost like EBT cards, you know, bank cards and stuff. But they are going to be able to shut you off from buying groceries, from buying anything with this financial kill switch mechanism. This is what I wanted to get out to you guys yesterday, and I forgot to get it out there because I didn't have a so-called article on my screen to remind me about it, and I had it sitting over here, and I didn't look at it. But, guys, this is the way it's going to go down, and they're going to be able to freeze your accounts with not even telling you. You're going to go to the store, and you're going to try to run your card, whatever it is, and you're not going to be able to pay for your groceries if they think you're doing something illegal. So this is the problem that I have, guys, because you better watch what's going on. They've already stopped with the pennies. They're making no more pennies. You do not get pennies from Walmart anymore. I just went there the other day and that happened, and I had to look and say, wait, what the hell? So it's like, where's the rest of my money? But no, I got it, but she didn't take the 3 cents off. It was, let's say $55.03. She gave me $55. It was $55, and that's what the change she gave me, and that's what she charged me. She didn't charge me for the 3 cents. So, guys, pay attention the next time you go to the store and see if they're doing it anywhere else. Let me know if you find somebody else that's doing it in a store near you. Right, Marianne? So if it costs 6 cents to make each penny. That makes a lot of sense, don't it, Fix? So if you guys see that in any of your stores that they're doing that, if you're paying like 97 cents or whatever, and if they give you 3 cents or whatever they do, let me know. No pennies from heaven. Yeah, we used to do pennies. You ever take a penny and put it on a train track so it smushes it? We used to do that all the time. Oh, yeah, we used to do that, get some flat pennies. That was awesome. Boycott any store that doesn't take cash. There you are. Well, Sean, I don't even carry cash on me. Everything's done on my plastic. I don't carry cash. I do. Well, I'm lying because I do have some money right now because my father-in-law gave me $40 for doing some running. So I don't have $40 no more, but I have some cash in my wallet right now. But I don't carry cash. So if somebody tries to rob me, that's not why, because I'm going to shoot them if they try to rob me. But if somebody tries to rob you and you got cash in there, they're going to take it, right? So I don't really carry cash on me at all. Hope sometimes I do, so I can make sure I give people a tip when we're out and when we're doing stuff, like the restaurants or something. I'd like to have a little bit, but my wife keeps some, so I don't really have to worry about it. She pays the tip. So I always pay in cash until I had to pay pennies. They will take. Wouldn't that be funny? I should gather all my pennies up and just say, here you go. There it is. There's my pennies for you. All right, guys, let's go have some fun. It's about time we have some fun today, right? So let's get into something. There we go. Let's start off the Throwback Thursday edition, right, with some laughs from the Carol Burnett Show. This is 10 times actors have lost control on the Carol Burnett Show with Tim Conway. Check it out.
Sergeant Harrison. Kurt.
We only got about 7.5 minutes.
I don't want anybody to recognize me. No, like this. There. All right. Go. Well, want to turn your face and cough? All
right, let's look at that map. All right, sir. All right, I think we'll...
Where are you from?
Hey, I hope...
Don't get the wrong idea just because I'm wearing a gown.
Angel is what we call each other.
Oh, gee, that's kind of strange. I mean, you hardly know each other, call each other Angel like that. Do you mind just for the first couple weeks if I just call you dear?
Now tell me that was not funny right there. That is, oh my God, those people are freaking hilarious. You can't help yourself but from laughing. Well, I just finished unloading all my stuff out of this wreck, and now I'm off to Kansas City to get my new Volvo. All right, Greg, sounds good there. All right, well, I didn't put my face back up there, but you guys could hear me because I saw my mic going off. So here we go. All right. Hey, let's get into a little bit of the 1970s. And you compare, when you're listening to this, the prices and the cost of living back in the 70s compared to now. Take a look.
The cost of living, 1975. The average hourly wage in the United States was about $4.73. Gas was around 57 cents a gallon, and a brand new house cost roughly $39,300, while average monthly rent was about $200. A box of Lucky Charms cereal sold for 79 cents. A pound of ground beef was about 89 cents, and a family-sized Campbell's chicken noodle soup can went for 35 cents. Kids asked for ding-dongs at 45 95 cents a box, and Charms Blow Pops, newly popular, cost 10 cents each. A Kodak Pocket Instamatic camera sold for about $27.95. A pair of Levi's 501 jeans cost around $12, and the classic Tupperware Cervelier bowls were about $9.99 a set, found in nearly every kitchen. A weekly grocery run for a family often stayed under $40. Teens flipped through 1975 Sears catalogs, dreaming of platform shoes and bell-bottoms, and kids traded Pez dispensers featuring new cartoon characters. Comment your birth decade. We'll feature one in the next video.
Now tell me that is not disgusting. You guys all remember that? I do. And you hear that camera they were talking about? I had one of those. Oh yeah, that was the best camera in the world. And those Tupperware sets? Oh my God. Everything on there. I've had everything. I remember all that. That's a damn shame. That is telling we are old. Tupperware's still going. Yes, it is, Radical Right. It is actually good. My mother-in-law still has that, what is that, Pyrex stuff? That some you drop it shatters, but it's real heavy stuff, you know, with the glass lids and the white. It was white with those blue, like, I don't know, flowers or something. She still has them in a box, brand new. This is all this stuff that you see on there is pathetic compared to right now. What was that box of Lucky Charms was what? What did he say? Like 35 cents or something like that? When my dad was still alive back in the 70s, I remember going to a place where it was like and it was called Peachin's, actually. We would go in there to shopping, and they had a restaurant in there. Didn't matter that the trash was sitting right off to the side inside the building with mice and rats running around it. But the whole family, we had, how many kids? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 kids plus my mom and dad. We go in there and eat. Everybody ate for $10. Oh yeah, we had hamburger, fries, drink. Oh yeah, for $10. And you know what? The food was good. Yeah, 79 cents for a box of cereal. Holy shit. Cereal's like what, $7-8 box right now for that stuff? Oh yeah. So Polaroid camera was high tech. Oh yeah, shaking pictures. Yeah, remember those Polaroids? You pulled it out to the side and you sit there and you had to shake it for a while until it come out and it developed itself right there. My dad was a part-time photographer. He was a cop and he was a federal mine inspector, but he had a dark room in our house that he developed pictures and stuff. He was a photographer back then too. He did that on the side. And oh yeah, he did all that kind of stuff. And all those, that was crazy, right? That's the kind of stuff back in those days. It just brings you back to your childhood, because I love Lucky Charm. I love them today. But hell, my diabetes is way under control. I should start eating me some cereal. But I can't lose weight that way. But gotta love that Lucky Charms though, right? Hey, here's some snacks that didn't last throughout the 80s. Check them out. Let me know if you guys have. Oh, we had a great candy store. It was great. Let me know if you guys remember these snacks.
Snacks that didn't survive the 1980s.
Jell-O Pudding Pops, 1993.
Giggles Cookies, 1985.
Fruit Wrinkles, 1986.
Planters Cheese Balls, 2006.
Screaming Yellow Zonkers, 2007. PB Max, 1994.
Peanut Butter Boppers,
1985. Bonkers Candy, 1987. Marathon Bar, 1981. Carnation Breakfast Bars, 1990. Hostess Chocodiles, 2016. Dunkaroos, 2012. Magic Middles, 2011. Oh Boise's, 1990.
Tartan Tinies, 1990.
Do you remember any other snacks?
I don't remember one of those, but hey, we got some mention of people stuff over here. Western Sizzler, Mr. Fixer just mentioned. Yes, I remember the Western Sizzler. We had one in around where I live. the Super 8 and the drop off of the film at the photo mount. We had Kodak, Conrad. We had those Kodak shacks. Any of you guys had those photo places that you went to and you dropped off your film? And that we had a Kodak shack that it was just a little building. You took it in there, you handed it to them, and they sent it out to be developed. You had to go back and pick it up when it was done. Whatchamacallits. I love those. I love those things. Hey, I love those Dunkaroos too. Guys, remember the Dunkaroos? I love those things. The Dunkaroos, you took it out, you put them in icing and a cookie, and you ate them thing. I love those things. The reggae bar, I do not remember that, Radical Right. I believe the Sizzler may be coming back. Really? Marathon bar. I do remember the Marathon bar. I don't remember if I ever had one. But a lot of Howard Johnson, they still around now. They are a little more expensive than they were back then. Yes, Conrad. In the parking lot of the mall, we had one in the parking lot, a couple of them in the parking lot of what was called Fisher's Big Wheel. I don't know if you guys remember Fisher's Big Wheels or not, if you had them in your area where you live. But we had Fisher's Big Wheel. We had Hills. What else we have? Ames. I don't know if you guys had it Ames. It was another department store like Kmart and all those. Oh, yeah. Let me get rid of this one here. What else we got? All right. We're going to get busy here now. And where are we at? All right. Let's test out your movie skills here. Orange Joyless. I love those in the Hills department store. Hill, they had the popcorn, they had the soft pretzels, they had all that. I love those things. All right, let's test out your skills with the first movie here. Right here we go.
What a funny noise it's making.
It's talking to us. All engines talk.
What's it saying?
It's saying chitty 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 bang bang chitty 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 bang bang.
I didn't shut it off fast enough. What was that movie, guys? I'm going to give you a little while because I know we've got some delays here, but I know you're going to guess this one. That was way too easy. Texas John knocked it out right first one there. Where's my Radical Right, man? Radical Right usually get that. There it is. There it is. You got it too. Yes, it is. Fixer got it there too. And Wendover got it. What's going on, Wendover? Conrad got it. Shitty, shitty, bang, bang. Yes, that's right. Rock Justice knocked it out. Texas Tammy got it. Oh, yes, you guys got that one. Love that show. I still watch it today. Dick Van Dyke is 100 years old. Still alive, baby. There was some dumbass reporter that said that he mistaked Vanderbeek that just died from cancer, and he said it was Dick Van Dyke that died. It was not Dick Van Dyke. He did not die. All right, guys, I got another one for you. Here we go. Take a look at this one. See if you can guess this.
Two, give me two, that's good.
Okay, I got two of them that got it right there. That is the name of the song, Tammy. Yes, it is. And you guys are knocking it out. Damn it, I thought I could have it on. Thought I could get it on you on this one. Thought I had you. Let's see. Okay, getting the Disco Danny. That was funny. John Travolta was off the hook. Yes, it is. Conrad got it over there. Yes, he did. It is Saturday Night Fever. All right, let me get this one off of here. One more. Here we go. I think you guys will get this one pretty easy. So here we go. I made that clip small because I know you guys are going to get this one. I made it a little too easy this time. I got to make it harder next time. We got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got 3 of them in here. Bingo. They knocked it out. Park right there. All right. You guys all hit it. That's crazy. Yeah, I got to make it harder next time, guys. That is a fact. All righty. Let's see. One more, and we're best theme songs for the 70s and 80s. You don't have to guess this. Just take a look. Now that was some good shows back in the day. I knew every one of them. I watched every one of them. MacGyver was awesome. Great American Hero. I love that show too. Wonder Woman. I tell you what, Farrah Fawcett was hot. I loved her. Linda Carter. Holy shit. She's still smoking. I tell you what, guys, you couldn't beat that if you had to. Wow. Holy shit. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. I loved it. We had a lot of great time taking us back to our childhood, seeing the patheticness of the 70s prices compared to now. Man, it was crazy, guys. Hey, don't forget to join me for tomorrow night's Friday Night Reset. Well, guys, we're going to empty the inbox, whatever it is. It may not make sense, but I'm going to put it out there anyway. Whatever comes in is coming out. We're going to start over fresh for Monday and then a weekend wrap-up. So make sure you join me, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight, guys. And I'm going to leave you with this because the clock is ticking toward midnight, guys. And while the rest of the world sleeps in a fog of comfortable lies, you stayed awake for the truth. Tonight, we looked at the shadows in Arizona, the steel in the Persian Gulf, and the line in the sand we've drawn at our own northern borders. These aren't just headlines, guys. These are the tremors of the nation finding its footing again. I've said it before, and I'll say it until the airwaves go silent. Fortune favors the bold, but freedom only favors the vigilant. Go hug your families. Check your locks. Stand tall, because the world is watching what we do next. And I have a feeling we're about to give them a show that they've never expected. Thank you for spending this Thursday night with me, guys. Thank you for keeping the fire of the Republic burning when everyone else is trying to douse the flames. I'll be right back here in this chair tomorrow night to close out the week and kick off your weekend with the fire and conviction this country deserves. And remember, tomorrow night's Friday night reset. We empty the inbox to prepare for a new week come Monday for the weekend wrap up. So make sure you don't miss it. We'll be on 9 p.m. tomorrow night, right after the Rebel Chick with a Cause that starts at 7 p.m. Guys, Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget. Until then, guys, I'm out. God bless. I'll see you back here live tomorrow. Good night, everyone.